Today I'm going to show you how to make boneless stuffed Cornish hens. It's easier than you think and they look great when you serve them. These are a great substitution for cooking a full turkey or even a whole chicken, and they cook in a fraction of the time. Let's review the equipment you'll need. You will need a cutting board, a sharp chef knife, aluminum foil, and a roasting pan. Let's get started. First, we'll begin by rinsing the hen with cold water, and then drying it with a paper towel. Next, place it on your cutting board with the breast side down. We'll begin by making a cut down the center of the backbone. Just enough to cut through the skin. Carefully, using the tip of the knife, you want to peel back the skin. The skin will be needed to hold in the stuffing once we prepare the hen for cooking. Once you have carefully peeled back the skin on each side of the hen, sit the hen up on its legs. Using the tip of the knife, you want to cut down through the bones on one side of the backbone. Gently pull the hen open and lay it flat on the cutting board. Make a slight cut in the cartilage right above the breastbone. Bend the hen slightly to expose the bone. Using the tip of the knife, gently cut on both sides of the bone and down along the cartilage. You should now be able to pull the bone and the cartilage out, separating it from the breast. The hen will now lay flat, making it easier to work on. You can now cut out the remaining side of the backbone to completely remove it from the hen. Save all of the bones and trimmings. These will be used to make a chicken stock that you will use to make a sauce. Next, you will remove the wings. The easiest way to do this is to separate the wing right at the joint, cutting between the two bones. You'll do the same thing for the other wing. Now we'll remove the rib cage. Using the tip of the knife, you will cut slowly along the bones. When doing this, you'll want to cut up towards the bones and not towards the meat of the chicken. You want to be careful not to cut the breast of the hen. Again, you will do the same thing for the other side of the breast. You'll want to check at the top of each breast to make sure that the wishbone has been removed. It can easily be pulled out with your fingers. Next, we'll remove the leg bones. We'll start by using the knife and cutting completely around the leg bone to cut the tendons connecting the meat to the bone. Then, using the blade of the knife or your fingers, push the meat down the bone. Like when removing the wings, you'll want to separate the bones at the joint. Repeat the process for the other leg. We now have only 2 bones left in the hen. We'll leave these 2 leg bones in, but trim them up to make the hen more presentable once we roast them. Trim off any extra fat, but leave as much of the skin as possible. The skin will be helpful when we stuff the hen. I like to remove the tenderloins, because it makes it easier to stuff the hen. You can leave them in if you'd like. We are now going to remove the cap off of the legs to make them more presentable. As we did before, we will start by making a cut all around the leg to cut through the skin and the tendons at the point where the meat begins. Once you have cut around the leg bone, using the blade of the knife, you will cut off the cartilage at the foot of the bone. You may need to use the tip of the knife to pull it off the bone. Our hens are now ready to be stuffed. Let's clean our cutting board and get the stuffing ready. The stuffing I'll be using today is spinach and goat cheese. This spinach has been sautéed in olive oil with 1 clove of minced garlic. I've allowed it to cool so I can work with it. Before we start stuffing the hen, we need to get a piece of foil ready that we will use to wrap around the hen to hold them in place when we roast them. You'll need a piece of foil long enough that will easily wrap around the hen. Laying the piece of foil flat on your cutting board. Using a paring knife, carefully cut the foil in half lengthwise. Fold the foil to make about a 1.5 inch wide strip. We're now ready to stuff the hens. But first, we'll rub a little olive oil on the bottom of the roasting pan. This will keep the hens from sticking to the pan. Lay the hen flat on your cutting board, skin side down. Place a portion of the stuffing in the center of the hen. Now, wrap the hen around the stuffing. Carefully roll the hen over so it is right side up. Using your strip of foil, you will wrap the foil around the hen just tight enough to hold it in place. Twist the ends of the foil strip together to hold the hen together. Carefully lift the hen into the roasting pan, making sure that the skin is holding in the stuffing. Lightly rub a small amount of olive oil on the hen before you put it in the oven. This will help keep it from drying out. Place the roasting pan in a 400-degree preheated oven and roast for approximately 35 to 45 minutes. Once the hen is done and has reached an internal cooking temperature of 165 degrees, remove the roasting pan from the oven and allow the hen to rest for at least 10 minutes. Remove the foil strip from around the hen. Place the hen on your cutting board. Using a sharp knife, gently cut 3 to 4 slices off the hen. Spoon a little of your hot sauce onto your plate. And place the hen and the slices on top of the sauce. Carefully fan out the slices so you can see the stuffing. And there you have it. Stuffed boneless Cornish hen. Enjoy!